Alright, what's up DVW fam? So we got a very exciting episode coming to you guys today. We're currently in New York City, Manhattan, Chinatown. If you guys couldn't tell from the background behind us, a lot of Chinese characters, red and yellow accents, characteristic of Chinese culture. And yeah, speaking of Chinese culture, we're gonna experience a lot of Chinese culture on this video with Chinese food and cheap eats. That's what we're going to explore in New York City, Manhattan, Chinatown. So yeah, it's my first time in New York City and the Chinatown here. So let's go around town and see what type of great food and cheap eats we can find. Let's go. All right guys, so we've arrived at our first spot for some sponge cakes and coffee. So yeah, we're at Spongies Cafe. Let's go inside and check it out. Let's go. All right. Ooh, it's nice in here. Nice and cozy. It's warm. I like the feel of that. It's really warm in here. All right. I want to stay here for a little bit, taking that heat. That's New York City culture for you guys, especially in December. All right, so we got our Spongies cakes, guys. Oh wow! All right. Wow.
This is how we make the sponges.
Wow. So we got our sponge cakes right here. Man, we got so much that they're falling off the plate. Look at this, guys. All right, let's try them out. Thanks, Fernando. All right. Ooh. All right, DVW fam, so we have a treat for you guys. We have the creator and owner of Spongies here, Mr. Fernando. Thanks for having us.
Nice to meet you.
So yeah, Fernando, can you tell us a little bit about your story and how you guys got started here at Spongies?
Yeah, sure. We started in Spongies Cafe during the pandemic. I'm the creator for the Spongies Cafe, the co-owner, the main baker. So we create like many flavors, like natural flavors. Back in the 80s and 90s, we started with OG, only the plain. So after the pandemic, we opened Spongies Cafe. So that's when we started with many variety of flavors. Everything is natural, absolutely no artificial flavor. So that's what the customers love it, about Spongies.
Yeah, hearing about your story, and you said that you started your passion for making baked items at 5 with your Mexican grandma, and then you kind of fuse that with your seafood here, right? So it's kind of like would you say it's like a fusion sponge cake?
It is original from Hong Kong. That's why we put it at action, original from Hong Kong, because my seafood, he's original from Hong Kong. He's the OG who started the original store back in the early 80s, and he retired September 2010. That's when he retired. And then I still continue with his own legacy, try to do all my best to represent his old school, because he's not the most old school in Chinatown anymore.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
It was a pleasure hearing your story. So yeah, thanks Fernando.
Welcome. I hope you enjoyed the Spongies.
Awesome.
Welcome DBW fan to Spongies.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, DVW fam, so we're at our first spot on this Chinatown and Cheap Eats tour. We're at Spongies Cafe for some sponge cakes and drinks. So yeah, this definitely has to be an entry on our Cheap Eats tour, because this bad boy right here is $1, and each of these other sponge cakes are $1.50. Deals like this are rare to come by in New York City, guys, but we found some cheap eats. Let's check it out. All right, so let's try out the sponge cakes. This is the original right here. Let's try this out. $1 right here, guys. Definitely see why it's called sponge cake. Nice, fluffy, spongy. You know, sometimes when I describe cakes or baked items, I say it's kind of spongy. This is the ultimate sponginess. So soft, chewy. If you don't know what a sponge cake is, it's a traditional Hong Kongese, Chinese, like coffee cake. Could be like a dessert, but you know how Asians like their desserts and sweets, not too sweet. So it's not too sweet, it's just subtle. And that's why this place also doubles as, you know, kind of like a coffee shop, because we got this hot drink right here. It's the Thai tea, one of their specialties. And they actually have the iced tea too, but guys, I'm not built for New York City. I'm from the West Coast. And I'm freezing, and just going in here, enjoying the heat and some coffee. I can see why this is a staple in Chinatown. It's warming up my soul, guys. Oh, I like that condensed milk in there. It's nice and sweet from that condensed milk, but also has a hint of that tea. This Thai tea is fire. That's one of the top items here. Salud. All right, so there's a lot of places where you guys can get sponge cakes, but the cool thing about this spot is that they have a lot of crazy flavors. Look at all the flavors on our table right here. But I'm just reading off a few. There's some pandan, apple cinnamon, banana chocolate chip, holiday spongies, cappuccino, triple chocolate, Thai tea, green tea, red velvet, sponge cake, black sesame, so Asian sponge cake, blueberry, purple yam, like ube, holy chocolate, lovely butterscotch. So there's a lot of great flavors here. Let's try this one out. Look at the inside of this one. No. Oh, this is crazy. This is butterscotch. Yeah, it has a hint of that butterscotch in there. And like you're eating that butterscotch candy, but it's infused inside of the spongy cake. This is a crazy dessert or coffee cake because, like I said, Asians don't like the dessert too sweet, so you get sweetness from the butterscotch, but it's still not overbearing with the sugar. And it's all about the texture. The texture is amazing. I can't explain it. It's spongy, bouncy, chewy. It's like in between like a pound cake and like a regular cake. I don't know. It's crazy. Oh yeah, baby. This is the pandan right here. Woo. Spongy cakes. Look at this. Wow. All right, let's try this. This is a crazy flavor. Pandan coconut right here. An Asian favorite. I always love pandan right here. So this is gonna be the king of sponge cake flavors for me. Let's try this out. If you guys don't know, pandan is like a green plant and it flavors, you know, certain desserts, foods very well. It's like a subtle hint of sweetness, just like how Asians like it, but infused with the sponge cake, it's crazy. Let me do something even crazier. Dip this in some of the Thai tea right here. Oh, look at this. Ooh. That's what you do. It moistens up the cake very delicately. It's kind of like just eating a coffee cake with coffee or milk, but guys, needless to say, I'm putting the price within this DVW score 10 out of 10 because we are in New York City. $1.50 each, guys, for these flavors. Definitely 10 out of 10 DVW score. Salud. Like biting into each piece of this pandan one, you get little pieces and chunks of coconut as well. This is crazy. All right, it is the holidays, right? So this is a holiday flavor here, the peppermint joy. Hints of red or purple in here. Let's try this out. Wow, that's crazy. It's very moist. I think there's some cream or something in here. This one is more moist and spongy. I love how subtle the flavor is. You definitely taste peppermint, like you're eating one of those Christmas red and white peppermints, but like I said, Asian desserts are not too sweet. It's just perfect. You do indeed taste the peppermint. These are some of the best sponge cakes I've had, for real. You know, because some sponge cakes could be like too dry or like flaky. This one is spongy, spongy, spongy. I wasn't tripping. You know how I said it was kind of creamy or sticky? It's kind of similar to how like when you hold a candy cane or a peppermint mint, it's like sticky. All right, so it is Asian dessert, so Asian flavors. The black sesame right here. Oh, okay. See these little dots of black in here. Let's try this out. It's hard to describe black sesame, but this one seems like a denser one, like a chunkier, crunchy one. You get bites of the black sesame in there. So change the texture a little bit. I like it. But this one is the least sweet out of all of them. I think because like Asian flavor, maybe they just took away some of the sweetness, but another Asian flavor, purple yam and like ube. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Hint of purple in there. You see that? Oh, this is the one. Look at the inside. They have to use natural ingredients because texture of each one, when it's like the peppermint or the yam, it takes on, you know, that plant or the fruit or the starch of the potato, the purple yam, because it's just, this one's more, it's just like stickier, chewier, like how a yam is. So yeah, it's like a, what did I say, purple yam ube sponge cake. One of my favorites, and of course, original pandan and purple yam. Fuego, 10 out of 10. 150 each, guys. You can't hate on that. Salud. You can't even get a donut these days for 150. Now I think about it. Anywhere in the US, but especially in New York City, guys, it could get pricey here. But salud. Vin here from Let's Roll Out NYC. New York City local here has been showing me around. So he actually collaborated on a sponge cake here. Which one is this called?
This is the apple cinnamon.
Apple cinnamon. So he's gonna give us his take on this. But yeah, Vinny is showing us the Great Eats in New York City. So make sure you guys check him out as well. He does a lot of great stuff all around New York City on Instagram and YouTube.
There you go. You can take a piece right here. We'll share.
Okay.
We cheers. And
sharing is.
First, you should smell it.
Oh, it smells like Thanksgiving. Apple cinnamon. It smells like a little pie. It smells like the holidays.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Cheers.
Kind of reminds me of like a pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie has some cinnamon in it, right?
But yeah.
But yeah, very cinnamony. It's on the cinnamony side. But it's also very soft, the texture.
Really soft.
Yeah. What went through your mind when you collaborated on this flavor?
I wanted to do something that was holiday related.
Yeah.
And more for the winter. So
Yeah.
That's what I decided.
And it is the winner right now. So you guys see from the wreath above. But cheers. On to more eats.
On to more.
Yeah.
Let's go.
NYC Food Games is showing us the bangers. Lush souvenir stores here in Chinatown. Right here. So all over New York City, but in Chinatown, you find a lot of souvenir stores and fresh fruit markets too. So a lot of fresh fruit stands here in Chinatown. All right, what's up, DVW fam? So we're at our next place on this Chinese food and cheapies tour right outside of Mei Lah Wah, very popular baked pork bun spot right here. So popular that they barely open and there's already a line forming. There's usually always a huge line here, as you guys can see. So let's go inside and check it out. Oof. All right. Look at this line, guys. But look who we have here. What's up? What's up, Action Kid? How you doing? So we got Action Kid here, and NYC local live stream master right here. How you doing?
That's right, doing good. Didn't we meet like 2-3 years ago?
2 or 3 years ago in Vegas, we did a couple live stream. If you guys remember Kenny from the DVW vlogs, if you guys are OG DVW fans. But what's up? How you doing?
Doing good.
So you're waiting for the pork buns already, right?
I am. The line's just getting longer.
It's pretty popular. All right, so we're into Action Kid. Let's all get some pork buns together. Let's go. Alrighty. So
Can we get how many plain?
plain is this one, right?
The big pork one, yeah. How many?
2? One for me, one for you?
Yeah. So 2, and then 1 pineapple.
2 roast pork and 2 pineapple?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. So there's no place to eat inside, so we found a little area right here to enjoy our pork bun. So we all got the OG pork bun right here. Let's try it out. Oh, nice and hot. Sticky right here. Woo! Mei Lah Wah. Let's try it out, guys. Woo! This is a huge pork bun.
Mine's already torn, so.
Oh man, that's crazy. Wow. I don't even need the pork. Just eating the sauce and the bun in itself is a delight. But yeah, the bun is nice and sticky on the outside, spongy and soft from the bun. It's baked, so there's a little bit of like, it's caramelized on the outside right here, caramelized sugar, so it's nice subtle sweetness. And then you get the chewy bun right here. How about you guys? You guys always go here, right?
I had it like 2 weeks ago.
And there's always a line.
Always.
Always
in
a line.
the winter time, like now.
So that's how you know that's not just hype, because you know sometimes the place blows up on Instagram, TikTok, and there's a line, and you know the hype rises and falls and dies down. But these locals right here, they're always lining up for more all the time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, just pass by, you can get it quickly. Go on the cash line if you want to save some time.
It's just so addictive.
There's something unique about this sauce. Like, it's not too sweet or overbearing. I feel like there's a lot of vinegar in the sauce, right?
I think a little bit, but not too
I feel
much.
it,
Yeah, there's some vinegar in the sauce, nice sweetness, and then you get the nice huge bits of pork inside. And this whole bun is huge. It's like 2 dim sum barbecue baked buns in one. But I don't like when a baked pork bun is just all fatty meats. Like, there's lean pieces of pork as well as fatty bits right here. But yeah, it's like I like to call like the baked bun like a Chinese pork donut. It's delicious.
Yeah, true.
And you know the funny thing is that we did a video for them, and they said that they use 20 to 30% fat and 70 to 80% lean.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I was just about to say that. I personally like my pork buns 70-30 leanness to fat. Even like a pork belly, I like it just like that. So you guys know how I like to do it. I gave you guys a DVW score. So for this, it's nice, piping, steaming hot. I could tell that, especially when there's a line just rotating, people going in and out, that it is 100% hot, fresh, baked to order. I have to give this another 10 out of 10. Like, I cannot just not give this a 10 out of 10 because of the price point too. It's like $2, $3. $2.50 for this, so I have to give it a 10 out of 10. So this is cheap eats in New York City, guys. $2.50 for this huge barbecue pork bun, and also part of our Chinese food tour of Manhattan, New York City, Chinatown. So 10 out of 10. How would you guys give it? DVW score.
10 out of 10, baby.
10 out
DVW
of
score.
10 for sure.
Another 10 out of 10, 3 10 out of 10 whammies, guys. Whew. All right, so this is also another one of their best sellers at Mei Lah Wah, the pineapple pork bun right here. So let's give this a little open-a-rooney. Ooh, man, this gets messy, but look at that. All right, so on the top, looks like a pineapple sugar crust right here, nice and caramelized on the top, flaky. Inside is pork. Let's try it out. This is absolutely insane. You know I'm a sugar tooth, dessert fiend. If that other one was a 10 out of 10, this has to be a 20 out of 10. It's basically the same thing with the pork on the inside. The bun is nice, chewy, and spongy, but you get this nice sugar pineapple crust on the top. Just adds that extra crunch layer. Took me about 20 seconds to chew that, as you guys can see, but whoo, adds an extra layer of texture, crunchiness, and sweetness. If you guys want a little bit of dessert with your bun, this is the way to go.
All right, so which one you like better, the baked one or the pineapple pork one?
So this one's a little bit more than the original pork bun. It's not $2.50. I think it's around $3 or something like that. But I still consider it part of a cheap eats tour because how much food is in here for like $2.50, $3. This is like the size of 2 big buns. Honestly, this will get you full. This kind of reminds me more of like a donut pork bun because it is more sweet, but just like how Asians like their dessert, just subtle sweetness, not too overbearing. But yeah, guys, definitely cheap eats here in NYC Chinatown, and $2 to $3 is unheard of for New York City because New York City could get pretty pricey, so definitely well worth it. So yeah, on to our next spot on this Chinese food and cheap eats tour. Let's go. All right, so there's Columbus Park right here, right across from the Chinatown. Some nice views walking around here in Manhattan, Chinatown.
This Chinatown here in Manhattan will always be the OG. it's like the culturally most significant because this is where it started. But you know, as time grew on, people moved to different parts of the city and established businesses because this place here, you know, there's only so much space. It got so expensive.
So would you say it's like one of the oldest?
Oh yeah, it's one
Yeah.
of the oldest in the U.S. for sure.
Yeah, and you can see from the architecture and all that, some establishments looks, you know, pretty age dated, but still has that charm.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, in Queens alone, there's 3 Chinatowns. There's Flushing, Elmhurst, and Long Island City. And I think the most well-known one is Flushing. That one has a lot of like newer immigrants moving in. They have like a lot of Taiwanese food, Korean, Japanese, lots of fusion food, and kind of like more hot pot restaurants than I've seen like anywhere else in the city. So
you're saying that's more of like the new age?
yeah, that's more about the new age, like Chinese food.
That's one of the newer Chinatowns, Flushing, right?
That's right.
So would you call it like the Gen Z Chinatown?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
All right.
All right, so it looks like we arrived at our next place called Ji Shi Mo Noodle Corp right here. I didn't even know that we arrived. This is a true hidden gem here, guys. So it's gonna be part of our hidden gem Chinatown food tour and cheap eats food tour. It's this little rice noodle spot right here. They're known for their rice noodle, cheung fun in Vietnamese, ban ước. So yeah, let's go inside and check it out. It looks like this little hole in the wall right here. Looks nice and cozy, charming. All right. Yeah, so you guys are known for the rice rolls here, right? All right, so we got Wu here. She's gonna help us out. So can we get one of the signature rice rolls, the number one? Number one should be good, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do one of those. Awesome. Cool.
now?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Here you go.
Okay, thank you.
Ji Shi Mo right here. It truly is a little hole in the wall, a hidden gem right here. Cause you go in here, there's a little kitchen in the back, a lot of Canto being spoken. That's how you know where the good Chinese food is. And yeah, you just order your rice roll and eat right here in this little counter right here. You know what this reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of like the reverse, the East Coast version of LA culture, tacos, Mexican street food, because whenever I'm getting, you know, tacos or Mexican street food, there's never really a true area to eat it. It's at like a taco truck or like a street vendor area, and then you grab it to your car in the back of your trunk or outside and you eat it. But yeah, this is the New York City version of street food right here. Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks, Wu. All right, so Wu hooked us up here with the signature rice roll right here in Chinese, cheung fun. Vietnamese, we call it ban ước. In Vietnamese, it basically means like a wet cake, something wet, and it's called that because it is wetted up with soy sauce right here, but it's not any other regular soy sauce. It's special kind for this, but this is the number one, $8 right here. So this is part of our Chinatown food tour. And this could also be considered part of our hidden gems and cheap eat store because it's only $8 and this is a hidden gem, guys. Truly a definition of hole in the wall and hidden gem. All right, so it has a little bit of sauce, but Vinny recommended us to pour a little bit more of that soy action on there. Let's try this out. Ooh, it's getting nice and saucy. Let us try it out, guys. Number one, the signature rice roll has roasted pork, shrimp, cilantro, and egg. Let's try this out. Ooh. It's truly a rice noodle right here. Salud. Ooh, it's nice and steaming hot. Perfect for this cold weather. This is a welcome sight. Ooh. Yeah. That cilantro chai is in there. Keeps it nice and fragrant. Has a nice aroma coming out of here. So that flavor of the veggies hits you right away. Let's get a big piece of shrimp right here. Ooh. So this is almost like a rice noodle. The rice cake is on the thinner, lighter side. It's not really thick and spongy. It's just nice and thin right here. Ooh, look at that. Nice and slippery. It just slips around through your tongue while you get a lot of the shrimp pork. So this rice roll is more about the filling. It's almost like a bunch of the filling, like the shrimp and pork and egg, and it's just wrapped around the thin rice roll rice cake. This is fire, and also the sweet soy sauce is not too overbearing either. It's more on the vinegary side and the savory side than sweet, which I really like, but that's also what makes the rice roll. Don't get mistaken, guys. It might look like regular soy sauce, but it's not. It's its own rice roll sauce. Oof. You know when you start dancing, something fire has entered your taste buds. It's great. Oh, and also this roasted pork in here. It's nice in little bits. I almost thought it was like a lapsang, Chinese sausage, because how crunchy, salty, and savory it is. But it's a little piece of roasted pork, so it just really pops in your mouth with every bite. Fire. Man, this whole tour, I want to not keep giving out 10 out of 10s. So I'll give it a 9.2 out of 10. 9.2 out of 10. It's just really good for the price. Authentic, hole in the wall, no frills. You just grab your food, eat, just like everyone else around. And we got the aunties in the back, woo, and all the Asian aunties and uncles in the back cooking your food. That's how you know it's authentic and fuego right here. Salud. Don't forget about the eggs. It's almost fused in between the rice roll right here, like a little omelet type egg right here to add some extra protein to this rice cake. It's all about the texture, guys. Very spongy, thin, soft, slippery. It's like a rice little noodle slurping around your mouth. Guys, this is truly a hole in the wall right here. We got some locals here enjoying their food. How's everything, guys? It looks like you guys are enjoying it.
It's great. So good. Yeah.
Out of 10, what would you give it?
So let me. Definitely a 10 though. I've never had something like this before.
9.5.
10?
9.5.
You gotta leave room for, the next best or whatever. 9.5.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah,
really
thanks,
good.
guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. So yeah, guys, it's really cozy in here. This is a true little hidden gem here in New York City, Manhattan, Chinatown right here. We gotta all bump elbows and make friends here when you guys are down here at
Ji Shi Mo.
Ji Shi Mo. And make sure you guys are ready to talk to people, because you guys have to. It's nice and cozy in here, so just
Neighbor.
settle in and make friends with your neighbors.
I'm Giovanna.
Marika.
Marika.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice. They got a little special item here. Is that century egg, or what is that?
It's called a tea egg.
Oh, the tea egg. Oh, okay.
It's like soaked in tea, or they boil it in tea.
Let's see. Does it taste like leaves?
A little bit.
Really? Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Herbal.
Herbal. That's a good word right there. Nice. Cozy vibes in here, guys. Let's get that body heat. I'm welcoming the neck and neck, shoulder to shoulder here, because we're giving off that body heat. We really need that right now. Me and Action Kid are freezing.
It's so cold outside.
Yeah.
At the freezing point. He's definitely not used to it, being from SoCal.
Yeah, I'm not used to this, because I saw 40 degrees on the app, like 40 to 50 degrees, and I'm like, all right, 40 to 50 degrees in California, it's like this much, I should be fine with like 2 sweaters. But it's the wind here that is just, I don't know, the wind is crazy. Yeah. So the 40 to 50 degrees here feels almost like 20 to me. Oh. Hey, so we got a little hack here for cheap eats.
If you want like extreme cheap eats, right before they close, they discount all the takeout food like crazy.
Like the roast meats.
Yeah.
So that's real cheap eats right there. So it looks like more cheap eats here on the roadside right here. Some steam roll, same as we had in there, but looks like it's $1 to $3 for the steam roll here. All right, so we got a nuts lover here. So if you guys really like your nuts, you guys can go to Nuts Lover right here. All right, so on our next spot on this Chinatown and Cheapies food tour, we got the very famous popular Fung for their roast pork over rice right here. $5.75 for a plate here in New York City. That's basically unheard of. So yeah, guys, let's get some Chinese food and cheap eats. Let's go. So this is the line, guys. There's usually always a huge line. Apparently this is not even that big of a line, because it is also freezing cold. A lot of people don't want to wait out for roast pork. You kind of have to do a risk reward analysis before you guys get your Chinese food in New York City, guys, because this is also part of our first impression of New York City too. Make sure you guys plan out and account for the freezing cold weather. All right, so our turn, guys. Let's go. I feel like a kid in a candy store or waiting at a Disneyland line. But our reward is roast pork and chicken. Thank you. This is heavy, guys. This is a sleeper. This is a little park right here, right next to Fung. So it's a nice little spot. Fung is right there. So they don't have an inside eating area, so we can take our food here to eat. What park is this called, Vinny?
Well, it's fourth side of Christie Park, but then it's another name. What's the park?
Sarah Roosevelt.
Sarah Roosevelt Park.
Nice, Sarah Roosevelt Park. Ooh-wee, look at this, baby. All right, guys, gonna try the famous Fung roasted pork plate right here. This is under $6. Definitely Fung is part of the cheap eats Chinese food tour right here. It's very popular though, so I won't call it a hidden gem. But yeah, there's always a huge line outside of this spot. I wouldn't say lucky because it's very cold, but it's very cold, so the line's not as long. But yeah, little silver lining to the weather. But let's try this out right here, guys. Half fat, half lean roasted pork. Oh my gosh. This must be the best fast food I've had for under $6. This is crazy. So much flavor in that pork. Half lean, half fatty, so you get nice crunchy bits from the lean pork, and then you get nice fatty pops and juices from the fattiness of this roast pork right here. But as you guys can see, the chef lathered the plate with a bunch of the juices and the sauce, so it has a nice tangy, sweet, thin glaze on there. It's not like a thick teriyaki. It's nice and thin little sauce right there. But look at this, guys. Woo, it's crazy. I'm glad that's nice and steaming hot too in this cold weather, because it's warming up my soul right now. Like I said, in this whole Chinese food tour, I feel like I keep giving scores close to 10 out of 10, but how can I not when you get this flavor for this price? It almost doesn't even feel real. I feel like I'm cheating the system with this being under $6. So yeah, they call it fast food on the outside, but this must be some of the best and most home cooked fast food I've eaten, because this is fire. I have to give it another 10 out of 10. I can't not give it a 10 out of 10. It's just cheap and great flavor, great value. It's fire. 10 out of 10 New York City culture right here. So let's try some of the cabbage on here. Ooh, that's delightful. Nice crunchy cabbage with some of that steamed cabbage juices on it, but also some of the roast pork sauce on it. It makes it nice, salty, flavorful. Fire. All right, and also a little hack that Vinny, New York City local, let me know is that when you get it, ask them half lean, half fatty, so they give you, you know, the juicy bits, because sometimes if you don't ask, they'll just give you whatever, and sometimes it could be too fatty or too lean. So whatever you guys prefer. I prefer 70-30, but they're not gonna do all that work for you guys, especially under $6. You're asking for too much at that point. So we'll do a half and half right here. Salud. So you see how we're in the Chinatown area right here, and we just toured Chinatown for a bunch of good local food, hidden gems, Chinese food, cheap eats. So one thing I would say to avoid in New York City is chain restaurants like this Popeyes. I mean, there's a lot of people that love Popeyes. I love Popeyes. But when I'm in New York City, especially visiting as a tourist, you're gonna wanna try the great, delicious local food. And I would say avoid the chain restaurants like McDonald's, Popeyes, and all that, because you can find that everywhere, but you cannot find Fung, $6 and under roast pork, delicious Chinese food everywhere. That's just in New York. That's New York culture, guys. So avoid chain restaurants and embrace the local foods and culture in New York City. So that building right there, the fact that we can see it being so far away is crazy. That's the One World Trade Center, the tallest building in New York right there, right over there. The Chinese uncles in Chinatown right here. So yeah, that's something interesting, some New York City culture right there. But
Slapped that card.
yeah, he slapped that card so hard. I was like, what's going on over there? So what's that slapping?
High stakes gambling.
High stakes gambling right there?
Yeah.
What's going on over there?
I don't know. Maybe he got like a 2 of a kind. That was really good.
So some street gambling over there in Chinatown.
We are going to get some famous cheap eats steamed pork buns.
Yeah. So this is the most hidden of the hidden gems right here. Vinny found it for us. So a hidden gem in Manhattan, New York City, Chinatown.
You would definitely not expect this for sure.
All right, so we're on the next spot of our Chinatown food tour at a spot called Fung for some tofu sweets. So yeah, we had so much good savory food. Let's get some dessert in our system. Let's check it out. How many do I get? 3 Taro Balls? What's the most common ones?
Taro, it will be the number 1 combo.
Number 1?
Yes.
Just do that.
They can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong?
Yes, it has red bean, the grass jelly, and taro ball.
You can do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, sorry. All right here at Fung. It's actually pretty big, but what you're supposed to do is get a sauce to pour it on. There's brown sugar, almond, and ginger. So we got some brown sugar right here. We're gonna mix it up. So this is the tofu dessert right here. The base is gonna be tofu, and we got some toppings, grass jelly, red bean, and taro balls. Let's try this out right here. It's actually a warm dessert. I thought it was gonna be tofu's gonna be cold, but warm tofu, and just like how Asians like their desserts, subtle, not too sweet. So we got these taro balls right here. It tastes like taro rice balls. It's nice and chewy, pops in your mouth. Then when you mix it up, you get some of that red bean in here, red bean action. Something cold in here. The red bean is cold. Almost say it's like a very healthy dessert because you're eating tofu. Gotta get that protein in there, but it's all about the texture, nice and slippery from the tofu, and you get the grass jelly, but the balls are a little bit chewier, so it's a bunch of different textures in this bowl right here, and you get to adjust the sweetness level with the brown sugar, but I'm a sweet tooth sugar fiend, so I'm gonna douse that whole thing in there. But even then, it's not too sweet. It's Asian dessert, so yeah. Kind of like those rice desserts they serve you at the end of like a Chinese dinner to, you know, cleanse the palate after eating all that savory, sometimes oil-rich food. My favorite part of this is toppings, the rice bowls, and the sugar topping. I give it like a 8.4 out of 10 DVW score. So in California, we eat a lot of, you know, shaved ice, like the meat fresh, like it's like shaved ice with rice cake, like mochi, but this is like the warm version because it is cold, so I do appreciate this warm dessert. So maybe it's like the East Coast version of, you know, shaved ice. So Action Kid right here got some rice cake, and he made it look real good. So we're gonna grab a piece right here. So this is a green tea one. Matcha flavor. That texture is insane, guys. I don't know if it's the same type, but it reminds me of like a Vietnamese rice cake called bánh bò, which is just really like chewy, dense, and it's just the texture is, it's hard to explain because this is so good. And this is the ginger right here. Ginger is a very strong flavor, so I'm gonna see how this one is. I see what Action Kid was saying. Surprisingly, I prefer the ginger but the ginger flavor is very subtle because it's still sweet. The ginger kind of be, you know, bitter or harsh in flavor, but this one still has the sweetness. I think I like these rice cakes better than the tofu dessert. I'll give this like a 8.6 out of 10 DVW score. Maybe because it reminds me of childhood. I used to really love the bun ball, but I would say the bun ball is even more subtle in flavor. This one is a little bit chewier, more like a mochi, like rice cakey, but also it's more flavorful. It has a lot more sweetness. But is there any more flavors besides these two?
Yeah, there's the white sugar and the brown sugar. White sugar.
Yeah, I think the white sugar is how I have the Vietnamese bun ball, but the texture is insane in this. I really like this. It's nice and bouncy, chewy, soft. Actually, not too soft. Chewy, bouncy, glutinous. That's good. So these are the steamed pork buns at, the name was so long and hard to pronounce that we couldn't, but we'll write it down in the description below. But it's at the East Broadway Mall. It was abandoned mall a couple months ago according to Vinny, but I guess some places are opening up, but it's still a not too populated mall in Manhattan, Chinatown. So it's a super hidden gem, but you couldn't film in there, so we took the food out and recorded this elsewhere. But oof, my initial reaction for this was, I said, guys, this is really $5. Look at this. Look at it. 6 of these steamed pork buns for $5, literally $5. This is a super steal, part of our Chinatown food tour, cheap eats and hidden gem, triple whammy. Let's try it out. I'm speechless. My motor skills have taken a pause. Just a bite of the steamed bun is just so soft. So soft, but dense and thick bun, slight hint of sweetness. Then you get this huge pork meatball on the inside, super juicy. Look at this. It's like a juicy steamed bun. It's like a juicy meat steamed bun. Oh, there must be some onions in part of that pork buns right there. And when we went to this super hidden gem, it was some Chinese aunties, uncles in the back, no English spoken. That's how you know the Chinese food will be great. I'll say 9.2 out of 10 DVW score. Guys, take a look at my hands right now. This is a juicy pork bun if I've seen so myself. So much flavor. It's a little bit oily. You could taste like some of that oil in the sauce, but it's like a sweet, not too sweet. It's like a savory soy with that pork in there, but super juicy. It just squirted in juices. Whew. Let's see, watch. Crazy. It has to be some garlic, onions or something in there. There's a lot of flavor in there. Check it out. Fuego. I need to learn how to say fuego or fire in Canto or Mandarin. How do you say it?
I don't know. Fire is hua.
Hua?
Yeah, hua.
Hua?
Hua.
Hua. It's hua. That's actually pretty cool. It's hua.
Look at it. Does say.
Look how juicy my fingers are. You know what? I was lying. I said 9.2 out of 10 because I was sick of giving too many 10 out of 10s. This is a 10 out of 10, guys. $5. This is like, if I do the math, like 89 cents each or something like that. For this, it's free. This is actually basically free. $5 for all of this. Whew. It's so juicy. I can just drink it from this bun. Wow. Honestly, I don't think this needs it because it's so flavorful, but I have some like vinegar soy right here. Let's throw this on. Really good sauce, vinegary, salty and soy, but definitely does not need it. It's a fun fact. This is how old the Chinatown is, and this is how lifelong local Vinny is. This is his old daycare center.
Hey, stop blowing me up here.
How many years ago?
About 48 years
48 years ago. So yeah.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
This Chinatown local right here. All right, so we're walking down another popular, famous street here in Manhattan, New York City, Chinatown. Where are we at, guys?
This is Doyer Street.
Doyer Street?
One of the most unique streets in Chinatown, where it's curved.
Curved?
And yeah, it's curved at an angle.
Yeah, so it's like a tourist-centric street. It's called Doyers, literally like Doyers.
Doyers.
That's funny because Doyers just won the World Series championships over the Yankees. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, so there's some tasty hand-pulled noodles right there. Taiwanese pork chop house is a very popular place too. So,
The famous
what's up? Nam Wah?
Nam Wah Tea Parlor. That's the oldest restaurant in Chinatown.
Nice. It's very charming down this street. One of the main things I noticed, and they were telling me too, is that these spots look like a lot of mom and pop shops, and there's even some areas and chairs, tables outside for you guys to eat too. Right? It's a lot of mom and pop shops here.
It's pretty much all mom and pop.
All mom and pop shops, and mainly restaurants.
Yep.
So this is a popular tea parlor. So yeah, a lot of places outside to sit. Dim sum. Doyer's Old Towner here. Another cool thing about this Doyer Street is that it's closed off, so it's only foot traffic, no cars.
That's right. And there's a Mabu Hong Kong here.
There's a Mabu Hong Kong cafe right here.
Very photogenic, videogenic.
Videogenic? Is this like a cafe?
It's a restaurant.
Restaurant?
But they have what's that thing called? It's like the bear. The inside, whatever you put the soup inside, and the bear just melts.
No. Looks like some people are walking down here. A big arrow to go down. Walk down here if you want. Should we go there? Oh, so some nice cool murals over here. Do you guys have any Bruce Lee murals? Because in San Francisco's Chinatown, there's Bruce Lee murals everywhere. Is there one here?
Not that I know of, no.
None? Yeah. One of the main differences I noticed that the San Francisco Chinatown has a lot of murals everywhere. This is one of the first murals I've seen. A lot of graffiti here. Yeah. So that's still art. Alrighty, so this is another street. So that was Doyer Street right there that we just walked down. So this whole area is Pell Street. A lot of lanterns, some more. Yeah, so in LA we're usually grabbing tacos on the street, but here it's Chinese food right here. So
There's actually another street known for Vietnamese food too.
Oh, nice. Is it Vietnamese town?
Baxter Street.
Oh,
Baxter Street.
Yeah.
All right, so when the night falls, Chinatown takes on a whole different vibe and atmosphere. So still feels very cozy, charming here. But yeah, let's keep exploring more Chinese food and see what there is else to do in Chinatown. Gong Cha right here.
Unless they were able to negotiate and have two, but which I doubt.
You got the Chinese New Year's red lanterns right here. Souvenir shops. Oh, we got the back scratchers right here. This could bring a lot of trauma.
It's like
right here. Vinny's been punished before.
Yes, I have. Oh, these hurt too. Woo.
Yeah. It might be a souvenir to some, but traumatic for others. All right, so this is the area where we got the barbecue pork bun. We're just here, but it looks totally different at night. It's a pretty cool area to walk around. A nice little date night activity because it's very charming, cozy, cute here, especially coupled with Christmas decorations as well. I bet this place gets popping during January Chinese New Year, right?
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is where the parade route is at.
Yeah. I don't even feel like I'm in America right now. This looks like China at this point.
456 is a pretty good restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, 456 is pretty good. They have soup dumplings there too. So let's go.
Honestly, there's so many food options. It looks like so many people in there that it just looks like all these spots are good, basically.
Yes.
All the food, all the vibes. All right, walking around Chinatown, we stumbled upon our next food spot, hidden gem, Chinese food tour spot right here. It is Hey Hey Roasted. They're known for their roasted duck, thus the name, and this huge duck display out here with his butt out twerking for us. So let's check it out. Hello, sir. Thank you. Excuse me. All right. Ooh, so right off the bat, when you go inside, there's a lot of roasted duck hanging right here. As you guys can see, got Uncle in the back, cutting all that meat. Let's get some roasted duck. So so this is a different spot compared to all the other places because this is somewhat of a sit down, and this is all their menu items right here, and the prices still pretty competitive prices for New York. Hey roasted right here. Hey. Duck pig. So we got Uncle Zhang in the back cutting up a storm right here. Hello, sir. Hello. Right there. Yes. He's cutting up the meats for us. Right here. The roasted pork. The roasted pork right here. It's a master at his work, art craft right here. Look at him work that wrist with the carver. This is a seafood master at work right here. So I'm assuming the window looks like this because of all that juices and meats from all of that cutting right here. This is a master at work choosing the meats. This looks like some roasted pork. Chopping up a storm right here. Uncle Zhang in the cut. There it is. Whoa, so they're bringing a whole pig. What's up, guys? Wow.
This one's cashew scrambled egg. This one is beef lo mein.
Lo mein?
Yeah, lo mein.
Nice, thank you.
Thank you.
Ants climbing a tree.
Why is this one called ants climbing a tree?
So the noodles here are like a willow streak,
Whoa.
and then the meat is like an ant trying to climb it up.
Wow.
And then with each pull of the noodles, you'll have the meat trying to climb up your noodles.
Nice. Some mapo tofu right here.
This is a Hong Kong style shrimp bean typhoon.
Ooh, typhoon?
Yeah, it's typhoon.
Wow.
Typhoon is direct translation from its Chinese name.
Oh.
Bei Feng Hao.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The main dish. Barbecue pork, baby.
That's what they're known for here.
Yes.
And the roast duck.
Roast duck. Nice. All right, we got Sam here, the face reveal. She was shy, but we finally got her to do the face reveal. She was the one giving us the descriptions for everything. So she brought us some more drinks.
So this one's lemon verbena. It's like a grape juice kind of. And then this one's lemon honey, my personal favorite. Yeah, it's a little bit sweeter.
Awesome. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, DBW fam, we're getting nice and cozy in here. This is the NYC Chinatown culture right here because a lot of these little hole-in-the-wall restaurants are very nice and cozy, and that's a welcome sight for me right now because it's very cold outside. Loving the body heat, but yeah, we got a bunch of Cantonese Sichuan food here at Hey Roasted, and right when you walk in, you see a bunch of roasted meats. That's what they're known for here, but we got a bunch of other great Chinese food, so let's go in, guys. Family style, that's how we do it. All right, so this is the main item. Let's start with the best first. So it's either roasted pork or roasted duck. Let's do the roasted duck, guys. Go ahead, take your pick.
All right. So, roasted duck. I've eaten at this place many times. It's my favorite roast meat place in New York City, but
wow, okay.
Now it's time for Dan to try it.
So, Action Kids' favorite roasted. Oh, I'm gonna take the leg right here.
Ooh, that looks juicy right there.
Yeah, it looks juicy. All right, let's try it out. Cheers.
Here we go.
I missed this.
I'm sorry, Vegas. So, surprisingly, I was saying in Vegas, you get some of the best roasted duck at dim sum restaurants, but this is crazy. Literally, right when my tongue tasted it, the taste buds got assaulted by all the flavor, juiciness, meat from this leg right here. Duck needs to be made right, roasted right, so you can get a little crispiness from the glass-like skin on the outside, and then you get that fattiness coated on the inside, and then the leg, the lean meat is nice and lean and juicy.
Really juicy.
Wow. A little salty, but not too overbearing. Just perfect for me. But it just squirted in juices. But you know how we do it with the
you know, roasted duck. How Vinny is doing it right here. He's gnawing on the bone. That's how you got to do it. All the flavors on the bone right there, guys. Don't be scared.
Only in New York City, baby.
The key to this roasted duck is that glass-like consistency on the top layer of the skin. Like you can just hear it when you poke it with your chopsticks. You guys hear that? Ooh, it's almost like creme brulee on the top when it's seared and toasted, but it's duck fat and duck skin. Ooh, I gotta take another one.
Oh yeah, this is amazing, folks. Like, just that pure like meat and satisfaction of just going right into it. Perfect, just as I remember, and it might even be better than last time, to be honest.
I can see why Action Kid here says it's the best roasted meats in the city.
Yep.
Wow, that's saying a lot from him. He's a lifetime New York local.
You know what? Let's go with the popular.
Roast pork?
The roast pork.
Roast
baby.
pork.
Let's go.
Okay. Can't go wrong with a roast pork.
Can't go wrong with the roast pork, baby. You ready, guys? Go. Cheers.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I'm grabbing another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one. Grab another one.
This is not Fung fast food.
Yeah. I'm speechless. This reminds me of like Thanksgiving. For some reason, it kind of tastes like a honey baked ham at the same time with the roasted pig. It's nice and lean, but fatty pieces it pops too. But it's very balanced. Fung, I would say, could be a little bit sweet. I mean, it was $6, but this one has a very balanced flavor. Nice hint of sweetness lathered on top, and has like that honey baked ham flavor. But it's Chinese roasted pork, so it is roasted to perfection. The key to the roasted pork is just how it's roasted, how the skin, the texture, the consistency, texture of the pork is, and you know, it is lean, but it's also just tender and juicy.
Oh yeah, I think what really makes this thing is that exterior glaze. They like make it perfect, honey glaze, and then they roast it just good. Yeah, speechless, really.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that it's lean. Normally when it's lean, it lacks flavor and it's dry, whatever.
Exactly.
This is not that.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. It's lean, but at the same time, it retains this moisture and juiciness, and just really some of the best roasted meats in the city, according to Action Kid. And I haven't been to many places, but it is pretty banging fire.
So what's this?
That's Farmer's Wok.
Farmer's Wok right here.
As we explained, this is what the farmers used to make whatever ingredients they had. You see an egg here, you got some scallion in there.
Looks like pork belly almost, right?
Yeah, pork belly too, I think.
All right.
Try it out.
All right.
You guys ready? Let's go.
Let's try it. Oh, wow.
Very fragrant.
The eggs, oh my God.
Wow.
Feels like my taste buds are really assaulted with flavor. Same thing as the rest of these items. There's like a nice layer of chili oil base, and it's very fragrant. A lot of aromas come here. It's very herbaceous. But yeah, these are some high-class eggs if I've had some myself. It's like elevated eggs.
And it has a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Yeah. There's a lot of pork belly in here, and I really love that chili oil coating.
Yeah, that
the
chili
eggs
oil.
are perfect, as Jam said, and a good amount of veggies in there too. This is a rocking dish.
All right, try that one.
Yeah, this is ants climbing a tree.
Ants climb the tree. So
The weirdest named dish out of the whole place.
Yeah. Well, Sam gave us that description, so let's see if it actually climbs the tree. So let's grab her right here. So she said it climbs the tree because when you grab the noodles, the meat are supposed to, yeah, it looks like it's ants climbing a thin tree right there.
All these little
Look at
ants
that.
right here. Whoa.
Right here. Oh yeah.
It kind of reminds me of pasta, sort of spaghetti, when you try to lift it up and it won't come off.
Yeah,
All right. Let's see if mine comes out. Oh, look at this.
And plus we let it sit a little bit, but it still retains. Oh my gosh.
Man.
Stickiness.
Yes.
It is so sticky.
Look at all those ants. Oh my gosh.
They're popping out of this.
The ants climbing the tree right there.
They're really climbing. Wow.
Whoa, whoa. Look at the single strand here. Doesn't want to let go.
Let's see how many ants on my tree. Hold up.
Let's go.
Oh, and yeah, we see some like sauce flying off from here, so good thing we're away from it so it doesn't stain our clothing.
It's still going.
Look at that.
Nice.
All right.
All right, cheers,
Here we
guys.
go.
Cheers.
The aroma to all these dishes are insane. Ooh.
The texture's a little different, but it's good though.
Is there mint in there? There has to be some mint in there. It's very minty.
Yes,
I like that.
Have a little hint of mint.
Mint and spice. Kind of like
I taste mint, glutinous rice noodle.
Is there some basil in there too?
Definitely some chili oil in there too.
I think there is a little bit of it.
Like basil, it's very herbaceous too. Both these dishes very herbaceous.
Yeah.
I like that.
Right, hold up, I gotta get one more. Hold on.
Ground pork too.
Ground pork, yeah, that's good. Vinny likes
That's
that.
good.
Hold up.
I'll help you out this time.
All right.
I'm staying away from that. I don't want.
Lord have mercy. Hercules. Hercules. Oh yeah.
You already got
too.
your jacket
Yeah.
stained a little bit, Vinny.
Did I?
No, he's talking about me.
Oh, okay. Try this out.
It's a really good dish here. The second new dish that we tried from.
Yeah, nice and
Hey,
stringy
roasted.
noodles. Glutinous, like Action Kid said.
Yeah.
And all that ground pork on there. It's three-dimensional flavors for sure.
That's the ground pork.
I mean, this is really nice because I like the mix of the chili oil with the mint and the ground pork. A lot of good balanced dish here.
That's amazing, honestly. Alrighty. So we went this way. Let's go back around this way.
Okay.
Looks like some eggs and barbecue
Eggs
pork.
over barbecue pork.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna
I
grab-
mean, barbecue pork over eggs, really.
oh yeah, look at this.
The other way around.
Look at this.
All right.
So it's barbecue pork and eggs.
Yes.
Basically
Yes.
like a bacon and eggs.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's hard for me to get the eggs out of here.
There you go. You got
There
that
we
good
go.
piece right there. Ready?
Try it
Let's
out.
go.
Okay.
Oh man. I like how they use that sesame oil on those eggs and pork. I thought it was just gonna be basic like eggs and pork, but there's a lot of flavor in there. There's some sesame oil in there with the, I think some pieces are kind of runny and yolky as well.
It's like very creamy.
Creamy, yeah. With that sesame oil, the eggs, the yolk. It's more yolk than white. That's probably why it's more, you know,
Yeah,
savory
very
and
smooth.
just smooth, delicious.
And you know the funny thing is that this thing this was the first thing that came out, sitting for a while, and it still has that consistency of it's like it just came out.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. You get one more, one more.
I mean, this puts breakfast omelets to shame.
Yeah, and that's the thing with these Chinese dishes. I feel like they're using simple ingredients, but making it
Elevating it.
elevating the simple ingredients like the eggs, the pork. This is just regular duck and pork, and it's just the way they roast it. It's crazy.
I mean, beef lo mein, you can get this at a lot of Chinese takeout restaurants, but let's see how Hey Roasted does it here. Got some bean sprouts here, onion, the lo mein noodles, which are honestly a lot less like oily and greasy than your typical Chinese takeout restaurant. And thinner.
Alrighty, let's try some of this.
Yep.
Ooh. Do you guys notice there's
There you
eggs
go.
to almost all these dishes?
Yeah.
Let's try it out.
Yeah, there's eggs in there.
It's more of like a pan-fried noodle.
Pan fried.
Pan-fried, not like the
was about to say
other
that.
one. There's a nice crispness to the outside from the oil fry. But like a crunchy thin noodle. But it's also like moist too. It's not just dry.
Exactly. And it's not like how pan fried noodles are usually. These are longer, but these are actually shorter, so it's easier to grab.
But that beef inside is extremely tender as well. Can't sleep on the beef. I'm sure you can mix and match with the proteins, but it's nice to have some beef with all this roasted pork and duck. That's good. Yeah, I'm excited to try this one. So this is a Sichuan cuisine, mapo tofu.
One of their newest dishes, the mapo tofu.
All right, let's try some of this mapo tofu.
right here. So it looks like some minced pork inside with some of that tofu and chili. You guys go ahead.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow.
Ooh, that's that unique spice.
Man.
That's that creep up on you at night spice. That's that pop out on you and show you spice.
I mean, it is spicy. It takes a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's there.
I taste it.
But you
Well-
know what? It's
good though.
It's good.
I like it though. It's all about the texture. You got the soft, slippery tofu, and then you got the little bits of that minced pork right here. It's also fragrant. There's some green onions on it as well. It's a little bit sweet. It's a lot of like chili oil in it. But you know what it kind of reminds me of? It's like the Sichuan version of like American style Texas chili. You know, like chili is like ground meat and like spice. Except there's tofu in there, and this is that Asian spice.
Yeah. And then that tofu is like really nice texture, silky smooth.
Silky smooth, definitely.
It's all about texture. That's pretty good. I'll say this is on the sweet side, but like I said,
Slightly, yeah.
all of these are assaulting my taste buds with flavor, guys.
Each
Taking it
one's
to
very
Flavor
unique.
Town.
Yeah.
Oh, so finally some veggies. Let's get our veggies in.
Yep, the tornado string beans, and it kind of looks like a tornado.
Tomato string beans.
Yeah.
Get a bit.
It kind of reminds me like of
Let me just pour it a little bit. It's gonna be hot.
you know, kind of like onions.
Onion?
Yeah, like grilled onions or fried onions.
Fried onions?
Yeah.
Shallots?
Yeah.
And some more. Let's get some veggies in our system. That's the thing with Asian Chinese cuisine. You're gonna have veggies and you're gonna make them crazy. You're gonna make them fun.
Okay.
Wow.
You know what? It's good.
Definitely.
That's the thing about Chinese cuisine. They'll make a veggie a main dish, you know. Some kids, you know, some people, they don't like their veggies, they stay away from it. But even at like a Chinese fast food place, you know, they'll even have like a veggie delight dish. It's a main. So you want to stay healthy with the fibers. And they made this veggie dish just like a main with all of the additions on it, with the crispy onions, garlic, see, chilies. It's flavorful. Flavorful string beans.
That's right.
Watch this. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this.
Do something to them.
Do that. And then with a little bit of this.
Ooh.
Oh, you're gonna mix that on top?
Yeah. Because this almost has like a rice consistency a little bit. And you just mix it up. Because this would definitely go good with rice.
Yeah.
I see.
I mean, that's how you know we're Asian, because we're just like, where's the rice at?
Yeah.
Well,
keep asking
you
for rice.
can get rice with these dishes. But
Yeah, they do have white rice. But
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
we've been eating up a storm here in Chinatown.
That's good.
I mean, the one thing I've noticed in many of these dishes here, they really like their chili oil. And it really comes out, you know,
Chili oil.
in a good way.
Flavor.
But you do have, you know, the traditional dishes, the roasted meats and this that don't have the chili oil.
And it's the little things they do in the items, the quality. Like, I know they made this a crazy dish, but even just simply the string bean itself is,
Yeah.
you know, steamed to perfection. It's nice and soft, but also has somewhat of a bite too. A little crunch, if you will.
Yeah.
All right. I definitely see why this place is called Hey Hey Roasted, because the roasted meats are the key. Like I said, I keep trying to stray away from 10 out of 10s, but this roasted duck, 10 out of 10. Right here, the roasted pork, 9.8 out of 10. But all the rest of these dishes are just amazing to pair with the meats. They're all above 9 out of 10. I have nothing bad to say, and I can see why this place is packed to the brim, because hey, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, hey.
It's fire.
Hey.
Well, I'm keep going in on this roast duck though.
I would say my favorite dish is the roasted duck. And my favorite dish from their new menu is probably this one. Farmers,
The farm eggs?
Farmer's wok. Where they mix everything together, yeah.
What's your overall DVW score?
I would say it's a 9.5.
9.5?
Yeah, for sure.
How about you?
Wow. Yeah. I agree. Give it a 9.5, 9.6 overall.
I would give it a 9.5.5.
Wow.
Whoa.
He went between us.
But yeah, this roasted duck though, some of the best, for sure. Take one more for safe measure. Salud.
And this one's definitely a sleeper right here.
This roast duck is some of the juiciest I've ever had. The skin is roasted to perfection.
Oh, it's so good.
This is heaven in my mouth right here. You got their own Hey Roasted house-made drinks as well. Let's try this out in this little pouch. Ooh, it's light. Refreshing, that's the word. It's like an Asian aguas frescas. I think it is hibiscus.
Yeah, it might be.
She said it was like some kind of grape.
Grape, it tastes like hibiscus, something. Nice. Now I'm curious. It's called verbena, but it tastes kind of like a light berry or hibiscus. But it's refreshing though. And I can see why they put all these in like to-go containers and this little pouch right here, because the inside area is just so big. Most places that we've been to in Chinatown don't even have like an inside area to eat at. So just grab your drink and your food, eat in a corner somewhere. That is New York City Chinatown culture for you guys. So make sure you guys wear great walking shoes or bring a foldable table.
Table.
Uncle Zhang here. Hello.
Oh, he doesn't understand English.
Oh, it's okay. Just tell him I said thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, DVW fam. So we had a fun-filled day eating and exploring everything and anything in Manhattan's New York Chinatown. It was my first time here, so I want to thank Vinny here and Kenny for showing us around these New York City lifetime locals right here. So yeah, you guys could check them out. They make a lot of great content too all over New York, so I'll put their links down below. So how about you guys shout out what you guys do?
Hey, check me out. I'm Action Kid. I do a lot of walking videos throughout New York City and elsewhere. Also making some food stuff too, so come check me out.
So my name is Vinny. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a videographer, photographer, and also a foodie content creator. I'm also a cameraman for a couple of content creators. So I go all over New York City, make food contents and New York City stuff. So check me out.
All right, so successful day touring New York City, Manhattan, Chinatown, but there's gonna be much more. You might see some of these guys in the next couple of days touring other stuff in New York City. But if you guys like this New York City, Manhattan food tour, please like this video and check out this video for more food and travel videos, and see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys subscribe, and you guys know what to do. Deuces. Deuces with the gloves. All right.